Hey, what up? Just a quick update video to a existing guide that I made about Foothills farming. So if you haven't seen this, it's gonna be posted up here where you see my cursor right now, and in the description. Watch this first, because this is just an, addition to this original guide. So, Foothills, as you can see, still very good for Glacier Jewels. All of these Glacier Jewels are from Foothills farming with this character from level 54 to this point, so almost 73. And this video basically boils down to these three. So in last league, 3.15, GGG made a change where, so normally when you out level, like if you just keep farming your character, or you come back with a high level character to some of the story areas, you're not spawning league mechanics. So they changed that last league to go from 60 to 65. Now Foothills is a 62 area, so this means that this changed for us. So previously you could farm Foothills from the video that I talked about earlier, even with a very high level character. But now, once you hit level 73, which we haven't hit yet, you are no longer able to spawn league mechanics such as Delirium. So that means that we have to change the way we farm it. And in the case of hardcore, you are just gonna de-level once you hit 72.9%, and that is because that way you like de-level all the way back to the start of 71, versus if you actually leveled all the way to 73, you would just de-level back to 72. So this basically gives you like 2 levels. How you do that is by selling a Scouring and a Wisdom to vendor. It gives you a book of regression. An important note here is that you cannot use this if you're not in town, so don't just have this on your inventory and just before you're hitting the level try to de-level. It's not gonna work, right? Oh,
I can't do this just yet.
That's pretty funny. So as you can see, we spawn Delirium. So this is what we are here mainly. We can also get some other stuff, but this is the main reason, the Glacier Jewels. And I guess I'll quickly show you a run of this, how I'd recommend clearing it. And that right there, seeing the Glacier Jewel drop there from the trash mobs, is the reason why probably like 60 to 70% of Glacier Jewels that we drop here come from like large Glacier Jewels instead of mediums and smalls. Because whenever a trash mob drops on it here, it is extremely likely a large one. I'd say about 99% of the mediums and smalls that we get drop from the end reward. And that's another change now, mainly because of the fact that we actually need to de-level now. I might actually hit the level up here, I have to be careful. So we actually want to stop at 4 rewards. And the reason for that is it just takes way too much monsters. You have to like basically you have to do like a perfect full clear, or get like all of them in order to hit the 5 rewards. It's much faster to just get 4 rewards done and then reset, go for the next one. It's way more efficient that way. You'll get way more Deliriums, you get way more Syndicate stuff and whatnot. And then, yep, and especially in hardcore. If you're in softcore, it's not as important, I guess, because you can just repeatedly get your character killed by monsters to get out of the about to be level up. So yeah, I'll show you. I'm 72 now and 98%. And I do this, I go all the way back to 71 and 0%. So the level up from 71 to 72, don't spend the skill point. And the last thing I want to quickly note here is how you actually like scout for the stuff, because they changed the frame window here. you can't really see it from here anymore. A lot of people used to use that. You can do it entirely without it. You already could, and right now it doesn't matter at all. So how I'd say EU players, or if you're not close to Texas server, or like your gateway is in Texas, you should be doing this. So you start a new instance, and then you run out from the waypoint using. I personally like using like smoke mine plus flame dash combination, because that allows me to quickly scout enough to see if the Delirium mirror spawns, because it generally spawns very close to the waypoint. So sometimes you see it immediately from the waypoint, sometimes you don't see it immediately and you have to go a bit. The other strat is they added a new skill this league, Temporary Rift, which it's a neat skill where you can teleport back in time 4 seconds. So what we can do is, instead of making a new instance and then trying to get out, so basically if you're in Washington or Texas or something like that, the loading time or like the instance creation time is too fast for you. Like you can see that it's just like entering Foothills at the top for me. It might take too long, or like it might be too short.
I can't do this
if you are
yet.
in the. See, there you go. There's another Delirium. So what you can do is you simply just leave, right? You have 4 seconds, and then whenever you. Oh, I didn't have it enabled. My bad. So you have it enabled, right? So whenever you're closing in on the 4 seconds, you have plenty of time to just scout it quick, and then you just teleport back with it. If you don't like using Temporary Rift, you can also do the same kinda with Smoke Mine. So Smoke Mine always uses the most recent one, so you can lay one Smoke Mine here, and then do Smoke Mine and like Flame Dash, and then press again. I was in line of sight, like out of line of sight, so that's why it didn't work. That's why it's worse than the Temporary Rift, but it does work. I'll show you one with line of sight. Yeah, that's it. That's the update. Happy Delirium farm in the Foothills.